guys all doing on this fine Friday morning? I am currently on my way to work. I just got on the bus. So the bus is free where I am. My lips are kind of dry. So the bus is free where I am, and I guess like that's just how the transit's gonna be everywhere. And then they just have like the seats. You literally cannot go up to the front at all. You have to keep a distance and enter and exit through the back door. And these are how the seats are. Some people I think have just ripped off the tape, but yeah, you can't sit next to anybody, which is kind of fucking intense. But yeah, I'm just gonna take you guys on out in the town with me so you guys can see how it is in the area where I live, given all the crazy shit that's happening. I'm tired. It's literally, it's 7:41 in the morning. I'm tired. Real fucking tired. Good morning. Again, I'm at my second bus stop waiting for my next bus. Realized that I'm gonna have to just take the bus going the opposite direction and go all the way to the last stop and just loop around, because it's going to be the same bus that comes that on the other side that I would have been waiting on. And it just makes more sense for me to just do that instead of me waiting outside in the fucking cold for the bus to come. So I'm just gonna go on the bus and just go on a little extra ride, stay warm. I'm also really annoyed right now because today I got my first pay from so I got a full-time job at this mall, and I got my first, so after a week of working there, everything shut down due to like everything that's going on right now with this fucking virus shit, and I got my first pay. And can you tell me why these guys are trying to say that I only worked 11 hours? Okay, 1. 2, my pay wage that I signed a paper saying that I'm getting fucking paid isn't even what I got paid. So we're gonna have some fucking problems, and right now I'm just waiting for these guys to reply. Like, I'm not spending $1 out of that shit until these guys fix my fucking shit. Like, you don't play with people's money, especially during this time. Like, are you kidding me? Like, this is ridiculous. And here we go, entering on the bus again through the back. I've never been so annoyed in my life. Actually, I have, but like, this is just ridiculous. Like, how do you guys, like, the girl who's literally been training me and who was in charge, who's the store manager at the location that I was training at.
Stay home and avoid non-essential trips.
Well, I'm an essential worker, so what's it called? So I'm thinking that the store manager that's been training me is gonna be the one who enters my hours, but she's like, oh, it was our district manager who entered the hours. But it's like, did you not give her the proper hours to submit? Like, I'm like, what is wrong with these guys? Like, I don't listen. When it comes to like my money and stuff, like, don't play with me, bro. Like, don't. Anyways, I need to put some chapstick on. Perfect. It is, what day is it today? Saturday?
Yeah.
It's Saturday, right?
Yeah.
It's Saturday! And I'm with my baby. What was your first thought about me when you first seen me? Like, what was your first impression? What was my first impression to you? And then also, what was your assumption about me before you actually had a conversation with me, like a full conversation with me?
Yeah, I remember
if you ask each of those questions like without it
Separate?
being- yeah.
Okay. So the first
'Cause I
question.
can't remember that.
The first question is, what was my first impression to you?
Like, impression of what? Like,
Just when you meet somebody, what is your first impression of them? Like when you met me, what was my first impression? Did I seem like a bitch? Like what was what did you, I don't fucking know. Like I can't give you answers. Like you need to answer this yourself.
I don't know, like, you seem like a nice person, I guess. I don't really pay attention to that stuff. I don't know how to explain
This
it,
is
but
the
it's
worst
like,
fucking person to ask this shit. This right here is why I don't bother to even like film and ask you questions and stuff, because you're just gonna be like, I don't know.
but I don't know, like,
I don't know.
when I first talked to you, like, I didn't know it would lead to a relationship or
No,
not,
that's
or,
what I mean. Like you don't have to, like, it's not with the thought of a relationship in mind. Like just like, it's just like if you were to go to a store and you just had a conversation with the cashier, like what would be your first impression of that person?
people who I talk to, I don't, like, lead the conversation and then be like, oh, they were nice or they were friendly or whatever. Impression wise, it doesn't matter to me. Like, it's the actions throughout that would speak to me, if anything.
Well, didn't get shit out of that. So next question, which you probably are gonna be like, I don't know. If you don't have an answer for the first impression one, then you don't have any answers probably for assumptions. So
Well, no, because, like, I don't make assumptions based on me talking to someone.
Right.
How do I explain this? Like,
thanks.
just like, for example, what, like, because people talk to me and they see I'm sarcastic, they're like, oh, you're a sarcastic asshole, like.
Yes, that is an.
But, like, that's the thing
That
with
is
me.
an impression. That's literally an impression that you made on somebody. A very like joking kind of person. Like that's an impression. So like for example, I can be like, oh, when I met you, your first impression was you're funny and you're a sarcastic asshole and you're this and that.
Ouch.
That's not my actual assumption. That was just like an example. Oh my fucking Jesus Christ. Anyways, thanks for
all I'm
nothing.
saying is I don't really make assumptions of anybody.
Yeah.
Because, like,
Yeah.
I don't know why, but
Because you're you, bro.
pretty much, like, why am
You're
I
not like all the other people in the world.
I'm not gonna hold out the one time I'm talking to someone or the one time. Sorry, I was looking at the truck.
I know that. Like you literally just
Yeah, but they don't know that.
your mind. Oh no, the truck. You could see the truck go
Oh.
by.
So, like, I'm not holding one talk that I had with someone or, like, one thing I heard about someone, like, impact, like, my judgment or much less put thought to it.
Yeah.
Like, when like, even at Walmart, when people are like, oh, she's like this or like that, it's just like, well, like, that sounds like a you and her problem, not a me problem. Because
Basically, everybody at the Walmart that we worked at, not all of them, but a good handful of them, didn't like me for multiple fucking reasons that stemmed from this dumb bitch. But whatever.
I don't care, like, how someone would talk to me or that. It's like the actions in the time that I've talked to them or associate with a person is what, like, will either have me gravitate myself towards them or away from them, or, like, how I handle the person.
Yeah, we're gonna watch it.
What are you're gonna post that
Next game we're gonna
on the
look for is
news tonight,
remotely,
saying
where you're gonna
this
have
is
to
how
pay.
this is how this
Remotely?
family self-isolates.
You mean what Dad says? Then that's not always right.
We are gonna listen to the video.
But there's not hot
once it's
Asian
done.
Yeah.
Alright guys, so for this little mini segment of the video, I'm going to be reading some assumptions as well as first impressions that some of you guys had with me, like some people in my life. I asked on Instagram for you guys to just like respond and let me know like what your first impressions were or what your assumptions were about me when you first met me. And I wanted to make a bigger video and like a longer video with all of like these answers and stuff, but not a lot of people responded because I mean nobody really cares. So they're obviously not gonna respond to my my questions and stuff like that on my story, but like that's okay. So we're just gonna work with what we got. My mom obviously had to be extra respond, and she's like, my brown eye beauty, I love you, go get her. And then I don't know who the fuck this is, but this person Pablo, I don't know, this person Pablo just wrote chocolate queen, which is really weird because I have no idea who that is. Like I have no idea. And then my sister wrote that you are talented and awesome. My other sister, I can't. So my oldest sister wrote the last one that I just read, and then my second oldest sister wrote she likes white guys, crying face. I can't make this shit up. Like what? And then I got another one from my friend that I went to high school with. Chill, sweet, so kind and friendly and amazing. That's from my friend Taylor. And then some random person just said hi to me. And then I wrote it again because I'm like, dude, I need more answers. And then somebody, like the same Pablo person, is like chocolate goddess, and then put like 2 like big smiley faces. And then my mom wrote again, full of joy. Some random person, which is probably a spam account, wrote hi. And then another girl commented just saying, this is random, but I hope you're staying safe and well during everything going on. Which is really sweet to just like, you know, randomly add like, you know, just some wishful thinking, because it is a pretty stressful time right now. But yeah, so hopefully in the future I'll be able to get more responses and stuff like that with like questions or anything that I ask on my social media, so that way I can make a little bit of a bigger, longer, funnier, more entertaining video for you guys. But thanks so much for watching. Cheers. But yeah, thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope you guys are all staying safe out there, and make sure you guys are washing your hands, stay clean and everything. And just remember, you can still go outside, get some fresh air in your backyard or anything or something like that, but just don't go too crazy trying to like go out and have like parties and shit. So stay safe out there. Like, comment, subscribe, turn on post bell notifications so you can see whenever I post. And I will see you guys honestly probably sometime again this week. Bye.